Good evening, everybody. Welcome to 30 Minutes with Theo on Chowtime TV. I'm Theo. Good evening.
Good evening.
This is Miss Megan, and she's joining me this evening in the bedroom.
Yes. How
romantical. This is very, I love the Versace and everything like
right.
this. This is a lovely set. How are you?
I'm good. Great, actually.
Yes, You're great. So, Miss Megan, we're friends. We're industry friends. We've known each other for a long time, but we've never gotten a chance to get to know each other
right
on this level. So that's what we're gonna do for the next 30 minutes. I'm gonna get to know Miss Megan.
Okay.
Lucky me.
Wow.
It's a high South takeover. It's a high South takeover.
To the beginning, what Jersey Village is it?
I grew up in Jersey Village.
Yeah. So who was Miss Megan over in Jersey Village growing up?
I was blessed.
Oh yeah.
For sure. But I'm the youngest of six.
That's a lot. You got 6 brothers and sisters. How was the lineup? It was 6.
So it was my brother. Then I don't know. I was the baby.
Yeah, you were the baby.
I was the baby. Big Catholic family.
Yeah.
You know, I was blessed. I had a great childhood.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints. But it kind of, I feel like, makes me who I am today.
Yeah.
Being able to maybe assist the more unfortunate, or just giving people that normally wouldn't have hope or think they could achieve something that you really can.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just all like my whole career is just kind of playing out now. And,
when did that come into play though? When did the whole the hip hop, the I assist, the everything that you do in the city that we know Miss Megan of? When did all that get started? When did all that get introduced?
Well, I was in a property management for like 15 years, and I rented an apartment to a guy named Orbit. Orbit, yep.
Orbit's my guy. I love Orbit.
Back then, he was the graphics guru.
Okay.
He made all the, when I was coming up, it was, we went to the Mercury Room, we went to the Milkshake.
I remember those places.
The Office, Twitter Tuesday, so I was a part of those kind of things. So when I rented the apartment to Orbit, he thought that I would do well with one of his colleagues named DJ High C.
DJ High C, 97.9 greats.
Yep.
We've all known him. With
DJ High C.
Yeah, the global
CEO.
movement. Yeah, sure.
I am a Go DJ.
Yeah.
Yep. So this was about, let's see, we're in 2020 now. Let's see, 12 years ago when I got into the industry. And from there, I met High C, and we had an office in 3rd Ward, 2409 Blodgett Street. And we were just consistent.
Yeah.
We were there, 4 years. He was there years, but even before I got there. And every Monday we would go to, I can't remember what lounge it was right now, but we would go to Midtown Lounge, and every Monday for 3 years we'd meet with the DJs and the artists.
Yeah. And this was how long ago?
That was like 12 years ago.
12 years ago. And so fast forward to now, you are like the face of TSF, the Sauce Factory,
Right.
one of the hugest and fastest growing independent companies out here in Houston that
For sure.
since Rap-A-Lot.
Yeah.
I mean, and so when we think of TSF on social media or in business or anything, we think of Miss Megan.
Oh.
So how did that happen? Tell us how that marriage happened.
Yeah, it was so genuine. I had a mixer, and I had like several people ask me when I was gonna bring the Sauce Twins, to a mixer. So I finally did, and after that night, I went home and I just like started following them on Instagram. I didn't know anything about them.
Yeah.
Nothing. Not a thing. Okay?
Yeah.
I did learn what savage meant though.
Yeah.
But but anyway, yeah. So I had a mixer. I just started watching them, and I approached Sauce Walker, you know, to meet with me, and from there, I just became a solid, you know, person that was in his, you know, in his life that he could count on.
Yeah.
And we started going to the, you know, local studios, artists, you know, local Houston artists were paying thousands of dollars to this guy for features, you know, and this was in the beginning. This was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And so that, like, I always knew, it was just always a feeling I had with Sauce Walker. Like, I knew he was headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
And so, you know, after we, you know, got rid of dead weight, and, you know, like, I mean, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Those guys have really been through a lot, you know, just as artists trying to make it out the, you know, the hood.
Yeah.
So just, I think being just a solid person in his life, you know, that's what my role became.
So you probably had to make some tough decisions for those guys, and probably saw some paperwork and some contracts, you know, floating across the table. What were some of those tough decisions that you had to make that maybe would have took the Sauce Twins this direction or this direction, or may have lost the sauce, or, you know, or may have missed an opportunity? What were some of those tough decisions that came across your desk?
Okay, so I'm gonna be very honest with you.
Okay, be honest.
Sauce Walker
30 minutes with
is
you.
hands-on.
Yeah.
I didn't make those kind of decisions. If anything, I created a contract, you know, for us, you know, or whoever we're with. But contracts that he did come across, you know, management contract. I mean, of course, I would, you know, give my opinion,
Yeah.
or, you know, he would share them with me. But at the end of the day, he was always in control of, you know, his.
That's good to hear. That's
very
good to
much.
hear. So here lately, your name has made a big splash in social media.
Yep.
A lot of people support you. I think most people support you.
Yeah.
Is what you found, right?
That's what that's what it feels like.
Most people support, but obviously there's other people that might not support you,
Right.
and have their own judgments, and their
For sure.
and it's their right to have their
That's okay.
opinions and everything. Is there anything that you would want to tell anybody about your decision to move forward with OnlyFans.com?
I honestly, again, I don't feel like I owe anybody an explanation
Perfect.
on what I did.
Perfect.
I don't.
Perfect. When did you make this decision? Was this something that was brewing in the pot a long time ago, or
No.
was this a rash decision? What
This
was
was
it?
like a rash decision. I mean, I thought about making an OnlyFans probably about 5-6 days. I was just, when I say think about it, I never even thought it through to as big as it is. Like,
Right.
I was trying to figure out what it is I could go in there with, you know?
Yeah.
So I brought it to my business partner too, you know, Sauce Walker, and I said, hey, this is what I want to do. And, you know, we rolled it out. Of
Yeah.
course, you know, his social media and all that is what I, you know, needed to, you know, add to
Yeah.
my fuel, right?
Right.
But, you know, and I feel like as a woman in the industry,
Yes.
I have always tried to highlight, you know, being that a woman in the industry, and not having to, you know, do favors or sleep my way anywhere, or, you know, do anything that I didn't want to do. I always have been in control of myself and, you know, what I choose to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like I didn't have to take a special pill to do that. I didn't have to pray a special way. It was just in me.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm a woman.
Right.
You know, it's about respect
Right.
and how you carry yourself.
So what advice would you give somebody that's in the industry and maybe is teetering on, should I make this splash decision that could win me a lot of fans but lose a lot of fans? Like, what kind of advice do you give to somebody that's faced with that type of decision?
Well, for me, I mean, honestly, it depends on that person. If
Yeah.
you believe in yourself, you believe in your brand, then you shouldn't really be questioning yourself. But you have to also, too, you don't want to set yourself up for a disappointment,
Right.
too, if you don't have the power to, really get in there and create fans,
Right.
because for people to be your fan, they have to subscribe.
Yeah.
So, somebody might, be almost there, or they might be doing all the right things, but, then get discouraged because they do an OnlyFans and it flops out, or it doesn't make the money. Like, I'm just blessed,
Yeah.
I'm blessed that what happened to me in my situation, and I owe it a lot, to Sauce Walker too. So
we're doing good then.
yeah, we're doing great.
What are the numbers like? What are the numbers like on OnlyFans? What do they do? They do followers and likes?
No followers. And I'm learning all the lingo, all of it. Okay, it's quite amazing. Yeah. But so they're fans. They subscribe. They what is it? What was your question?
Is that they do? What do they do? Likes, comments?
Yeah. Okay, so they can comment. I post pictures or whatever. The content you find on my OnlyFans is going to be more revealing than the content you find on my other social media.
Sure.
And then I might get a little more tasteful revealing if you tip.
Okay. And so that's something they can do live.
Yeah. Or if they I haven't done live, but for an example, I might have a picture and I send it to everybody's DM.
Okay.
And I say, tip me $25.
Yeah.
And they can open it then. So once they tip me the $25 I requested, it opens for them.
Okay.
I could say 50, I could say 1,000, whatever, but I mean, realistically, that's, but
realistically, where am I at?
so if you just think if you have 1,800 fans, and you send that to all of them 25 times, whatever.
Do you think I could get $25?
Well, you have to be a little more revealing, but
I do the one button
because you're a man. I don't know.
This is the one button, and I've been doing push-ups lately.
Oh, okay. Well,
so maybe $10, a
well,
quarter.
Actually, they might pay a video to see you rather than a picture.
A video.
Yeah, seeing you doing the push-ups.
Oh, okay.
That might be more intriguing.
So, but OnlyFans is what you make it.
Yeah.
It's not a porn site.
No, it's not, and that's
not
another
a porn
thing.
site, right?
My vision is that when I'm out assisting Sauce Walker, when we go out on a day and we are handling business.
Right. So you get an inside look at an inside look of it.
Yeah, so I could, record that, come back, hey, if you want to see a video of Sauce Walker and I, working, send $50, and they open it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of content, people out there want to see what,
the inside look.
Yeah,
sure, behind the scenes.
For sure. So I think it's just kind of all worked out in our favor.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. So, I want to talk about the picture.
That picture, okay.
I love the picture.
Right.
A little.
Thank you.
Yes.
I guess.
A little.
Z? That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whose brainchild was that? How did that come about? Who orchestrated that?
Well, honestly, I did a famous photo shoot that night, and I was just really being funny.
Yeah.
Honestly, like Stella got a group bag or something right quick.
Okay, you had one of those moments.
Yeah, and I was just like, just that picture, like being funny, and then when it came out, it was like, oh, okay.
You made some people mad.
Yeah.
You made some people mad, but it was all in fun. It was all in
how
fun.
can somebody else get mad?
Right. It sounds like it was all in fun.
It was all in, it was all in fun. Being a woman in the industry, I've had to turn down many men, young, old, and I just feel like, kind of going back to the OnlyFans, hey, this is I turned you down a lot of times, but here I am.
Yeah,
but
your card.
Then, so go back to the picture. Swipe your card. But go back, I don't know, it just happened. Everything happens so fast.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a spontaneous person. You handle your business, but you're a spontaneous person, right?
Right.
Speaking of spontaneity, tell me about this TSF tattoo. that drove everyone on IG mad.
They did, weren't they?
They were
mad.
crazy. They were mad. What happened? Tell me the story about the TSF tattoo. Where'd you get it?
Okay.
Who talked you into doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Were you
So I was in New York.
Okay.
Sauce Walker and I spent 3 months in New York this past summer.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was really dope. We did interviews, radio, online.
They're infatuated with the sauce. Yeah?
We were able to stay 3 months working like features and videos,
That's dope.
nonstop. So we met Scorp, who is a part of the Black Ink crew.
Okay.
Okay, and he came to our Airbnb and he had tatted up Walk's leg one night, like 5 tats in one night. It was just crazy, right? And so the next night he was coming back and I was going to get the 3 drips, like the emoji, the blue 3 drips on top of my foot. And so about an hour before it was my turn, all of a sudden I was like, in my mind, I want to get the face tat. There's not a soul that has ever asked or requested that of me, okay? For sure.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Wow.
No. So then I went and asked, Sauce Walker, I said, hey, do you mind if I get the face tat? He said no. But
He didn't simply just say no.
he looked at me like, no. Like, are you really? That's what you're on? But so about 10 minutes later, I went up to the room where we were doing the tat, and he came in there and he said, if you're doing the face tat on Miss Megan, just don't make it so big.
Okay. So
theirs are big.
Okay.
And
but this is the same exact tat, but maybe just a little bit smaller.
for sure.
Okay.
It's a lot smaller. And then he left
Can
out.
we get
It's not a sticker. Is it? Am I showing it?
This is it. Okay.
And so yeah, he was recording. We had a studio in our Airbnb. Every time we move around, it's work.
Yeah.
We're recording videos,
Sure.
we're recording music, doing interviews, all those good things. So I came downstairs and they were in it was him and J-Rag, and it was like, OMG.
That's so awesome.
And he said, I love you, Miss Megan.
It's for life now.
Yeah,
You committed.
I'm committed.
I love it. So now, what can we expect next? What can we expect moving forward? I think your brand, it's not different, but you've added something else to your brand.
Right.
So what's next?
I still have my ISS, which I will work with independent artists or people, situations, and then my Miss Megan the MILF, just being a woman in the industry and in the world, a mother, all those great things.
Sure.
But what's next? Like for my OnlyFans, like right now, I'm learning to take some time out for myself, and do me. So some of my new lingo is I have to film or I have to get content.
Yeah.
And that's what OnlyFans is all about. Just keeping up with your content.
Yeah.
So it's almost, it's like a side hustle I've taken on, and to add under my umbrella. But
Not bad.
It's turned out to be really cool.
Good.
Really.
So what's next with TSF? What can we expect with them? I think Drippy is the new sauce that we're looking at right now. Is that the guy?
Yep. Drippy. He he got his Pokemon face tat.
I saw that. Very impressive.
I was there when he got it. And then he's gotten, I think, a panda and a couple others. But yeah, we have Drippy, Sosa Man, Rizzo, Fifth Ward JP, Sauce Brazy, Sauce Gohan, and Walka is really just artists developing each one of them.
Okay.
So
the camp is full.
Yeah, we have I think it's like 15 of them signed.
That's dope.
And they're all registered with a they do have a distribution deal that they work, and each guy has a portal and is able to keep track of all their numbers and how much they're making and where their views are coming from.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, a lot of people don't realize. I think they're just now realizing that Sauce Walker is a businessman.
That's what it sounds like.
He's not this crazy man running around town. He has he has reasons.
If Miss Megan was a superhero, what would your superhero strength be?
Patience.
Patience?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Is that a strength?
It is. I don't have it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't have any patience.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like patience is something that not everybody has.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Other things I'm sure too, but
That's strong though. So you have patience, but then you have spontaneity at the same time. And you're a woman in the industry.
for sure.
This stuff sounds hard for you. This sounds hard. And let's address the elephant in the room. A white lady.
Right. That's really important.
In the hip hop industry.
Yep.
Tell me about the struggles about that. I
yeah.
mean, you probably have to deal with a lot.
I do actually, and there was a point where I became drained after I would leave an event or, just, leave, somewhere, an industry mixer, like, almost as if, it would have been, like just drained by, being a woman in the male industry, just having to, can I F you, or can I, even though they still respect me, the highest of respect, but still one-on-one, they feel like, they can, just talk to me in a way that maybe I want them or something, but I've been blessed that didn't interest me, so, but no doubt a woman has to be strong in the industry. You have to be willing to turn every offer down. I don't want to say every offer, but I mean,
a couple
they
guys
will
got
try.
lucky.
Yeah, I mean, not really, but men will try. They don't care. They don't care.
But that's not you.
And that might be, some women too. Like they don't care either, but they're not going to get far as a woman that respects herself and. Just, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but...
No, I like it.
Yeah, okay.
Boom. A woman that respects
Because
herself.
honestly, like, for me, I was able to see it on the other side. So, coming into the game, I worked with a whole bunch of DJs, a whole bunch of men, so in clubs and after our clubs. So, I was able to see these girls, just literally, want to sleep or do whatever with the DJ so they can get in VIP, and then next week they come and there's no more access to VIP.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I learned quickly that, it didn't matter if you sleep with someone or you don't. Like, that's not going to make or break your next move.
Right.
Period. That's just them. That's just a person being, evil almost, just using your weakness.
Yeah.
Because nobody's power, from sleeping with someone or doing extra favors, that really can't make you advance to the next level.
You found a way to be sexual without actually selling your body. That's
In person.
Yeah, that's pretty in person.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you can virtually.
Right.
Virtually, yeah.
Right.
That's pretty dope. I mean, it's current.
Right.
It's what we're dealing with, in these current times. What do you say to other young ladies that are entering into the entertainment business? What pitfalls should they look out for? What advice would you give these young ladies? Let's say if your daughters wanted to get into the entertainment industry, PR, management, entertainment, blah, 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 what would you say to them?
I would just, my advice is to work hard, be organized. That's very important. And, have a paper trail of your work. But, I mean, honestly, in any situation, whatever you put into a situation is like what you get out of it. So I just tell, any women or young girls wanting to get in the industry just to work hard, don't fall for the dream stories, just believe in yourself and believe that you can, get to where you want to be on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, every day, there were days, I would wake up like, oh my goodness, how am I going to make it tomorrow? How are we going to have lunch money tomorrow? Just silly things like that, that I was able to create away from, my work relationships that I built all those years. Like, you know, with the Go DJs and, you know, different situations. So, so I want to say that relationships are very important. You know, that's what built me up to where I'm at today.
You heard it here from a boss.
Yeah, that's how I was able to create my income. I was able to, oh, okay, you want to interview? Let me figure out who interviews. Let me schedule them, you know, or, you know, let me figure out, you want to perform? Well, let me go rent the venue. And then I'm going to give you a nice showcase, you know, that people I know are going to, you know, you're going to get seen, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I just figured it out. And I mean, I rented, this year was my 7th year to rent a venue for South by Southwest. I invested in myself 6 years ago, or, you know, 7 years ago, with my first South by Southwest when I brought the twins through. And I rented the venue, and it just was like my Christmas once a year with South by Southwest doing a showcase. You know, people would pay me $500 for a 6-minute set. Yeah.
It's the boss.
Times 10 hours.
If y'all hear this, this is the boss spitting game, dropping gems, and then there's the grandchild in the back.
Yeah,
that's how you know you're dealing with a professional.
Right. Yeah. So I just say this to say too, also that I've worked very hard to be where I'm at today, and I just hope that, you know, people get inspired. You know, look through my Instagram, #IAssist, where you can see my work too. So this is my oldest daughter, Elise's son. Okay. And he's just had a really long day today.
Oh, poor thing.
We've had 3, you know, it's our 3rd interview. He's just been hanging out. Earlier today, we had to assist the Sauce twins. So, you know, he's just had a full day with his grandma, and it's way past his bedtime. Right? Yeah. So,
all right, so we need to put him to bed.
Yeah. Okay. We need to put him to bed.
All right. That's been 30 minutes with Theo. I got Miss Megan. I'm Theo, and this is Marky.
Yeah.
Marky, we're going to say goodnight, y'all.
Good night. Say bye-bye.